Hi, I'm John Greaves III. I'm the founder of Garage Gym Life Media. Welcome to the virtual Powerlifting Raw Open, which is being presented by Garage Gym Life Media and Team Powerlifting and Official Strength Merch. We're so excited to be able to do this. This is a historic event because typically when you're doing online competition, it ends up being the sort of thing that goes on for like a week. So maybe you do your squat one day, your bench another day, and your deadlift another day. And those things are fun, but what Melissa Avanesian and I wanted to do was provide something for our participants that came as close as possible to the actual in-meet experience. So our goal today is to allow everyone who participates to have as close to an in-meet experience as they can get without leaving their home or the environment that they're comfortable in. Of course, nothing can replicate actually being at a meet, but this is as close as we're going to get to it. This meet is going to feature judging with certified judges. It's also going to have commands. And there was actually a weigh-in where our competitors weighed in last night the same way that they would if they were going to an in-person powerlifting meet. So the way that they weighed in is they weighed in their own home, but they had to do a Zoom call with Melissa Avanesian, who is our meet director. And they had to show her their weight on the scale, then weigh in. And then they were given a gear check and informed about the rules that are specific to this competition because it is a virtual competition. There's certain things that are a little bit different for our participants. For example, you want to make sure that your camera is set up so that you have a good angle, good view of your lift so that the judges who are also watching on Zoom can tell whether that was a good lift or not, just for example. We're going to do a rules briefing a little bit later on, but first, I got to thank our sponsors. This event would not be possible without the generous donations from our sponsors, Spud Inc., Bear Steel Equipment, and The Vice. All three of these companies were willing to step up and provide prize packages for our lifters, and then also Garage Gym Life Media and Official Strength Merch are going to also give good stuff, prize package stuff for our participants as well, just as a way of saying thank you for helping us to kind of help incubate and grow our baby into something that years from now we'll be able to look back on and say, hey, this thing is really big and I remember when it started. So right now, let's go ahead and go to a word from our sponsor, Spud Inc. They've been really, really good to us. And so we want to make sure that we give you a chance to get to know them and see what they have to offer you.
Hey, Spud here with Spud Inc. Strength Straps. Today we're here to talk about the belt squat belt. The belt squats have been around for a very, very, very long time. It's a great exercise that takes pressure off the spine if you can't squat. What we found with the belt squat belt was most people either use the dip belt or they use some kind of other belt. They would cut into them, it was off a little bit, it was just very, very uncomfortable. Basically, we designed a belt squat belt that's very comfortable to use, wraps around your body. It's one of the things about the belt squat is you want it to flow with your body. And we found the other ones out there, they just didn't flow very well. I want to have Dale demo real quick here. And you can do any setup you want on the regular belt squat machine, pitch shark. This is like a little old school thing. The thing about the belt squat is you can put a whole lot of weight on it, and it takes pressure off the back, puts it on the legs. So it's a lot easier way to do squats. As you can see, the belt wraps around him. Dale's a little bit bigger guy. Using other dip belts doesn't fit him, so this is also a great dip belt, and you can also use it for weighted pull-ups. So it has a couple other uses as well, and I'm sure you can find something else to do. You can probably drag sled with it. You can also do other things with it. So not only is it a belt squat belt, but it's also some other versatile tools that you can use in your shed. Check out the belt squat belt at spud-inc-straps.com.
All right, well, we are back. Now, we're going to be getting started with the competition in just a few minutes, but first I want to give you guys some feedback from some previous competitors. The virtual Powerlifting Raw Open would not have been possible if Melissa Evanesyan had not first done a competition that was a women's only Zoom powerlifting competition. And that was what kind of inspired me to reach out to her to see if we could do something that was co-ed for everyone. And so what we've got for you now are two competitors who competed in that first women's only Zoom powerlifting meet that kind of let us know that it was possible to do something like this. And this is Autumn Ford and Claire Raleigh. And they both have unique perspectives on the idea of competing in an online format. And I think you guys will really enjoy that, because we're also want to make sure you guys understand that this is open to you, okay? So the next time we have one of these events, if you've ever been on the fence about competing in powerlifting, maybe you might want to try this. So it's really cool if you can hear from past competitors who can let you know how they enjoyed the experience of competing. One other thing I want you guys to know as you're watching this is we are going to be monitoring the live chat. So if you'd like to pass any messages on to our competitors during the event, you can go ahead and put those messages in the chat, and we will pass those messages on to the competitors during the meet for you. But right now, let's go and hear from Autumn Ford and Claire Raleigh about their experience of competing online on Zoom. Claire, good to talk to you today. I appreciate you carving some time out for me. I promise this will not take long.
All good, all good. Yeah, I had some time, so no problem at all.
We're talking about the fall co-ed powerlifting throwdown, and you competed in the women's Zoom powerlifting meet, which was essentially the same event, but it was women only, which I thought was really cool. So what were your general impressions of competing in the women's Zoom powerlifting meet?
It was actually really, really good. I didn't think it would be as good as it was. It was really well organized. The judges were amazing. Mel was amazing. She had everything like set up, and everything ran so smoothly, like there was no delays. It was really, really good. It was a whole new experience for me, but it was really good. I was blown away with how well it went.
Have you competed at an in-person meet before?
Yeah, so a few years ago, I've done 2 in-person meets.
How was preparing for this meet different from prepping for an in-person meet?
I didn't really change anything. So, I have all my equipment at home. I just trained at home. I did my same programming. So this is actually the first meet that I've done after my injury. So my goal was just to get back into it, do a competition, hit some numbers, because I was a little demotivated when I had injured my hip. So I was trying to just kind of get back into the competition mode and, motivate myself.
How did it feel as a competitor being able to compete on the exact same equipment that you were training on?
It was really good. So I think my first in-person meet, I was thrown away with the bench. So the bench, obviously, when I was training at home, my setup was different. And then when you do an in-person meet, you're using different equipment. And, the bench was really stiff, just how it was set up. It threw me off. And then when I was doing my bench, it didn't go very well, but it was amazing. It was really good because you know your equipment, your bench, especially your bench, because I know some benches can be different. They can be a lot softer or stiffer, and that can throw people off, or I guess longer or shorter. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed using my own equipment. It was great.
What were some hurdles that you had to overcome to compete in a virtual meet? I know that one thing is obviously having to set up a camera at the perfect angle, but what were some things that you personally had to overcome?
Yeah, so for me, I was alone. So my friend was meant to call over and she didn't, and I was by myself. One of the main hurdles that I had was counting the plates. So I had one hand with the laptop, and then after you did your lift, you had to show one of the judges your plates. And I found that really hard, trying to like pull the plates off with this hand, and then I was holding this hand with the laptop, because they want to instantly see your plates to count your numbers to make sure, okay, that's what she did lift. Especially for deadlift, I found that just really difficult to manage by myself. That was probably one of the most difficult things. So definitely you should have somebody there with you.
Okay.
I don't think there was really anything else. One other thing, I guess, was lifting in silence. So you're always used to the crowds and the cheering and maybe music playing in the background. So I was really paranoid that I wouldn't be able to hear the commands, you know, I didn't have a speaker. I just had my laptop and it was not super loud. And so I was just lifting in silence. So when you were doing your liftings, there was like nothing. So that was really also, I found that very challenging because I'm not used to that. I'm always lifting with loud music. So, you know,
Okay.
I was afraid I wouldn't be able to hear Mel's commands.
So then what tips would you give to a competitor who's preparing to do a virtual meet like this for the first time?
So definitely read all the rules and regulations. I think Mel has sent them out many times before. Don't go looking at them, you know, the morning of your meet. Definitely go through them. Definitely practice your camera angles. So before the morning of the meet, you know, make sure you have your bench set up and your laptop is there. And then, okay, I'm going to test all my camera angles and then check your recordings to make sure they're correct. And especially that morning, go through with Mel or one of the other judges and say, hey, is this good? Are you happy with the angle? I think some people, that delayed a little bit. People were doing their lifts and, you know, Mel was like, no, that's not the angle. We can't see your lift as best we can. So you need to move it. So a lot of people were kind of moving their laptop around. So definitely test all that, have all that ready where you're going to set up your bench and your laptop. I think that was the main issue. Also, yes, have somebody with you. I think it really helps to have someone there, especially if you're lifting in silence, have a bit of motivation, someone to cheer you on, and also to help you, you know, when you're changing your plates, that maybe someone can hold the laptop while you're like showing the judges your plates. And that's really it. I mean, just have fun. I treated it, you know, like it was registered in-person meet. You know, I wore all my equipment, I wore my singlet, I did everything the same. I think that's important. You know, don't treat it any less or any differently because it's virtual. And yeah, it was amazing. It was really professional. And, you know, everyone was asking me about the meet. And I was like, yeah, there was 3 judges there and there was people counting your plates and you got weighed in the day before. I didn't see anything differently than what I do with an in-person meet, you know. So it was really good. But that would be definitely what I would suggest to make sure. And I think that was it. I didn't, you know, try and really listen to the commands. So actually one thing I forgot was the bench command. So that threw me off a little bit, that the bench command, because of the Zoom delay, the up, so when you went down and the up, that there was a delay. So I found that I was pausing a little bit more than normal. And that threw me off a little bit. And I actually had to reduce my numbers because the pause was so long. I wasn't used to that long a pause, but that was because there was a delay with Mel saying the up command over Zoom. So that was something that was a little bit challenging, but I think Mel actually has, for this next meet that she is on next week, I think she has removed that command, but she still wants you guys to show, you know, that pause. But I think to help improve on that, she actually removed the up command.
It's funny because when somebody's a brand new lifter or brand new to powerlifting, they always like practice, like, so like you see them at the meet and they put the bar down and they're holding it for a long time, or they'll ask like, how long do I have to hold it? And the answer is, in an in-person meet, the answer is you just have to stop the bar from moving and the judge will say press. But for this, it probably is a good idea to practice some long pauses just in case technology is an issue. Because I do remember, I actually watched the meet, so I remember seeing you compete, and I remember seeing you were holding, you were pausing, and you weren't getting the, you know, you weren't hearing the command until after. There was like a slight delay. So yeah.
Yeah, well, and I mean, it depends on people's internet connections too. You know, if it's a little bit slower, you know, or I mean, and you know, a lot of people are out in their garage, so I know people's internet is in, you know, their living room, so it actually works a little bit slower out there. So that did throw me off, especially when I noticed what was happening with everyone else. And then I did my first lift, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to maybe go up a little bit more discreetly than what I had originally planned, because I didn't anticipate that long pause. So that threw me off a little bit, but just, you know, just be aware that those things can happen. And, you know, if your internet connection crashes or anything like that, you know, don't panic, just go back in. That was it, but it was really, really well done. I loved it. It was great.
Okay, we're good to go. Thank you very much for taking some time again, as I said, to talk to us. And you guys will be able to check out the first co-ed powerlifting meet, the fall co-ed powerlifting throwdown. That's going to be live streamed here on the Garage Life Media YouTube channel. And you can check it out this Saturday. Okay, we're going to get that video from Autumn in a minute, but I know you guys didn't come on here just to watch me talk. Instead, you want to see a competition. And so let's go ahead and jump right into our rules briefing, and then we're going to join the competitors who are going through a rules briefing right now. So we're going to check out the rules that they're going to be competing under, and then we'll join the Zoom call that's in progress, so you can hear any questions that they may have for clarification purposes. Let's go to our rules briefing from Wade at the Ogre Compound.
Hello, everyone. This is Wade Johnson. I'm coming to you from the Ogre Compound in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And what I'm going to go through is a basic rules briefing of what you will be judged on and the criteria in which you have to perform the lifts. The first thing I'm going to cover is commands. I do this at every rules briefing. Make sure that you are following the commands. What you want to do in all of the events, when you squat, when you take that bar out, you want to stand there and be ready for the squat command or start command, whichever one that they use. And then when you perform the lift, when you come up, you want to hold until you hear the rack. It's the same thing with the bench. Take it out at arm's length, start. I'll go through all the calls here shortly, but when you lock that out, you want to hold it until you hear rack. Same thing with the deadlift, hold it at lockout. So I'm going to go through each one with squat. You're going to get under the bar, you're going to stand up, walk it out. Once you show control, you're going to get a squat command. Now, obviously, there's not going to be anybody in front of you. I don't know, they'll have to tell you. You'll probably see someone if you have your phone, where you can see that, but you're listening for that audible squat command. You're going to squat, you must break parallel. You have to understand, if my hand is your knees, here's the knees, here's the hip crease, we gotta break parallel. That's what we're looking for as judges. Ask the ankles, that's great, but if you break parallel, that's what we're looking for. You have to come up fully, you have to be fully erect and locked out, knees locked, chest up, and then you'll get a rack command. Now, if you get into the hole and you double bounce, or you come up and there's a ratchet, any downward movement, that will negate the lift. If during the squat, you go down, you come up, and you take a step, that will negate the squat. And obviously, if you go down and you can't get up, then you miss the lift. Make sure you listen to the commands. With the bench press, take it out fully at lockout, you will get a start command. Now, the nuance this time is what they're looking for is that there is a pause, but you're not going to get a press command because there is a delay. There's absolutely a delay with this. So they're looking for motionless. You press when you're ready, and then you lock it out. Now, the same thing. You get that touch point, and you press. If you get it motionless and they see you sink it and then press, that's called a heave. They'll throw a red for that. If you start to press up and you see the hands do this before lockout, that downward movement will negate it. You don't want to press out and then just throw it in the rack. Wait for that rack command. Head, shoulders, butt have to stay in contact with the bench at all times. You can, in the USPA, although this is not a sanctioned USPA meet, you can bench on your toes, you can bench flat-footed. How you start is how you finish. You can't be up on your toes and then slam your feet down, or be flat-footed and jump up on your toes. How you start is how you have to finish. In the deadlift, you will set up, you will pull the lock out. Now, you don't have to do this exaggerated thing. Shoulders square, you're erect, knees are locked out, you'll get a down command, put the bar down. You can go down quickly, you can't drop the bar. Your hands have to stay in contact with the bar at all times. Always show control. Those are the general rules of powerlifting. And the big thing is, in such a time when we have this world that we live in, to be able to do this is such a blessing and such a cool And to be able to connect with all of you like this is really a cool thing. Do your best. The numbers are going to be what they're going to be. During a time like this, let your efforts be what defines your success. Stay positive, work hard, and most of all, on this day, enjoy what you do. This is the culmination of all your hard work. So display it. It's just like your training. You're just displaying it to your teammates and to the judges. All right. God bless everybody. Have a good time.
For you, just let me know. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I want you guys to be as successful as possible. So if it helps you not to have that lag, because there will be like a second of lag between what I can see and what I could speak and what you can hear. So if you have someone who can call commands for you, that's probably going to be best for you, but I need to be able to hear them and the judges need to be able to hear them to make sure that you're following commands. We're going to look for control at the top of the movement. So once you step out of the squat, you need to show that the bar is stable on your back. After that, you are going to get the start command for the squat or a squat command. And then you're going to just execute the lift. There's no pause in the first lift of the day. Okay. So for squats, you're just going to squat, come back up and wait for the rack command. So I'm going to call rack when I see that you have control over that bar. Okay. And then you're welcome to just walk that right back in. Okay. Anyone have any questions about the squat?
Nope.
Okay. If there's any up down movement aside from down for the descent and up for the squat, you're going to miss your lift. If the knee, if you don't pass parallel just slightly with your hips, we're going to call your lift, which means it's going to be no good. Okay. So just basic powerlifting rules apply here. We're looking for control with your foot movement. So feet can't come off the floor, things like that. So if anybody has any questions about the squat, now's the time to ask. Judges, did I miss anything?
No, that sounds perfect. No.
Okay, good. I will briefly go over the rules for bench and deadlift prior to those lifts, just to make sure we're on the same page. Okay, so I'm gonna do a roll call, and if you're here, just unmute yourself, say you're here, you're ready, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay. In terms of judging, if your lift is good, we're going to give you a thumbs up. And if it's no good, you're going to get a different reaction. All right. So let me get this off. How do I get it off? It'll go away. All right. So make sure you're checking to see that your information's correct. You have your angles right now, and we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So I know Becky's here. I just had her test out her screen. Hi, Becky. Do I have Amy in here?
Yeah. I'm here.
Okay. I don't see where it's here.
Melissa,
JP CrossFit has 4 athletes competing.
Okay, so let me just make a note of that. JP CrossFit has Amy, I'm guessing Anne.
Correct. Christy.
And then Lisa.
Yes.
And who else?
Christy.
Christy.
We have
Okay.
4 athletes. Yeah.
All right. So are you all using the same equipment?
I was hoping to use we were hoping to use 2 different stations. We've got 1 bar set up here. Is this an okay angle for us?
The bar would have to be centered in the screen for us to see it.
Is that?
Okay.
Yeah. And we can step over for a moment. And then we've got a second rack set up here.
Okay, so you have to be pointed directly to it. So if you scoot that camera over and it's centered, it should be good.
Okay.
And then for this bar, the only thing I'd look out for is once the competitor steps back, if we miss that left leg, it's
Okay, I'll make sure that we're in.
okay.
Thank you.
Perfect. Good. Okay, so Amy, Ann, Christy, and Lisa. The only issues I foresee is Amy and Anne. They should be on different racks because we're going to go right from one to the other. Okay.
Thank you.
Aside from that, it should be good. All right. Welcome, JP CrossFit. How fun. You guys are going to have a good time. All right. So we have Amy, Anne, Christy, and Lisa are here. Kathy, I saw. Melissa, I saw. Just let me know if y'all are ready to go. Isaiah, where's Isaiah?
Hi,
Hello, welcome back.
thanks.
Isaiah's our junior lifter. So excited to have y'all here. Resize window to display. All right, I have my big screen here so I could see all of you. Okay, and then we have Christine is here. And ready. Okay, good. And then Matthew, are we still waiting on Matthew?
I'm here.
Okay, so welcome everyone. Are we all ready to go?
Yep.
Is everyone excited? I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Okay.
So Mel, do you want to give them just a reminder that I'll be verifying plates? So we're going to zoom in on the plates to do the count. And if anyone has any non-standard equipment, if you're using a 35-pound or a 15-kilo bar, please let us know because that'll affect your calculations. We're expecting a 45 or a 20-kilo bar.
Everyone heard that?
Yep.
Okay, so after your lift, you're gonna bring your camera up to the bar and we're going to verify your plates to make sure that you have the plates that you said you have. Sometimes there's misloading and stuff like that. So we need to just be aware that mistakes happen and we just need to verify your plates. Okay. JP, if that may be a problem for you, because I know you might not want to move the camera from where it's at, you can log in with a second phone just so.
Already on it. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. We're on top of it. All right.
Waiting
So
for host approval. Thank you.
all right. So I'm going to go ahead and pin Becky for us. Becky, if you're ready, we're ready for our first lift of the day.
Okay, you're gonna hear my baby cheerleader.
That is great. We're all for it. Squat. Rest. All right, good lift. Nice job, Becky. So go ahead and show us your plate.
Oh, of course I have.
Okay, 25. Thank you.
My collars don't weigh anything, by the way.
So, if y'all can post your second attempts in the chat box, that's going to help me kind of track. So I'll just wait for everybody to post their seconds in the chat box, and make sure you're going into YouTube. And even if it's just on in your background, just open that up and give John your view. Okay, I'm going to mute him. Actually, I'm muting myself, I guess, aren't I? Okay. All right, that was a good lift for Becky.
One thing, Mel,
Yes.
yeah, if you guys want to go into YouTube, the other advantage of doing that is you're going to be getting people who are cheering you on in the chat. So in between your lifts, you'll be able to see, if you have YouTube pulled up, you'll be able to see your fans cheering you on.
There you go. All right, so we have Amy next over at JP CrossFit.
All right, I'll be giving the cues if you don't mind.
Perfect.
All right. Yes, we are, when you're ready. Squat. On, Andy, come on, push. Rack.
All right, you got 2 thumbs up from the judges. Amy, I did call you for depth. So for me, you're going to have to go a little bit lower.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Verify the plates for, and I guess that's Logan Miller is going to be the one who's verifying those plates.
Oh, okay, Logan. All right.
Mhm.
25. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so next we have Anne. All right, hey Anne, and I'm guessing y'all are gonna call for all 4 of the competitors over there?
Yes, please.
Okay, perfect.
When you're ready. Go. Squat. Push, 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 push. Rack.
Good lift. Nice job. So everyone make sure you're putting in your second attempts so I can update the flight roster. All right, so next we have Cassie. So Cassie, you ready to go?
Yes.
Perfect. You want me to call commands or do you have someone?
You can.
Okay. Squat. Rack.
And then we need a.
All right, good lift.
So that's 115.
Cassie, can I see the plates? Ten. 25.
And then a 45. It's a 45-pound bar.
Thank you.
Or 24.
175.
Next, we have Christy.
Christy, you're up. Yes. Yes.
Christy was a 215-pound first attempt.
Squat. Rack.
There's no doubt on that one.
Yeah.
Good lift.
Logan.
Got 35. 45.
Good, and you guys only need to show one side. One side should be good enough.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, so next we have Melissa Lander. Melissa, are you ready for us?
Yes, I'm ready. Let me get my camera angled. I'm gonna have someone hold the camera.
And do you want me to call commands or do you have someone there to call?
I have my headphones and you can call them.
Okay. Squat.
Oh.
Okay, so that will be no good for that lift. And are you repeating, Melissa?
Yes.
Okay, and for those of you who don't know, if you miss a lift, you can either repeat or go up. You cannot go down after. So Melissa's gonna come back and try to get that 2-plate lift. All right, next lifter is Isaiah, our junior lifter.
He would like you to call the commands, please.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Isaiah. Squat.
You ready?
Squat.
Yeah, nice work,
Rack.
Isaiah.
So I don't know if you guys are having trouble hearing me. It sounded like there might have been.
There was a glitch on that one.
Okay. All right. So it looked like that squat was controlled to me and it looked like there was a glitch. So I'm going to give you a thumbs up. Good job on that lift. So just give us your second attempt after you show Stephanie your weight.
You got to show her your weights, bud.
Yeah, that looked real good.
Can you see them?
35, 45.
And the 10.
Yeah, at the time.
Just show it.
Good. Thank you.
Great. All right. Next up, we have Christine.
Hi, so I'll have my coach calling the commands.
You got it.
Ready?
Yes.
Squat. Rack. Very nice.
All right, so 2 judges give you thumbs up. For me, you missed that rack command, so make sure you're listening to that command, okay? All right, so Lisa is up next with JP CrossFit.
Christine, can I see the plates?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
So I have 2.5, a 5, a 45, and then I have a second 45.
45. Okay.
All right, thanks, Christine, and thanks, Stephanie. All right, is Lisa ready?
Lisa, you're up. Yep. When you're ready. All right. What? Right through, touch through. Right.
All right, 3 thumbs up. Good job.
Five. Thirty-five.
And
45.
All right, last but not least, we have Matt Welch.
yeah.
Matt, are you gonna have me call your commands or do you have someone?
Can you call them for me?
Absolutely. Squat. Rack.
Yeah, too easy.
All right, you got 2 thumbs up. Matt, that was a little bit high for me.
Okay.
Okay, but you did get, you did pass your lift.
Cool. I'll try and
Just
get
a
depth.
little bit more depth next time.
Yeah.
I did a hybrid squat and start command for you.
Okay.
What was that word you used, Mel?
Squat.
I knew you said squart. Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
use that.
trying not to do that.
That's a British term, Matt. Squart is a British term.
It is. It is. We all know what that means. That's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, that'll be messy.
Matt, can I see the plate?
You can, sorry, yes.
Yes. And you could give them in kilos.
Real. So we have 10.
Okay.
And then, sorry, hang on. There's 10, 20, another 20, and the 20 again. And then the bar's 20 as well.
All right. 140. Perfect.
Should be 160.
Yep, 160.
All right after Matt, we're gonna have Becky go for her second attempt. All right, Becky, we're ready for you.
I hear the ice cream man coming.
Squat. Rack. Perfect. Good lift. Nice work. All right.
I see the plates.
There's the
There we go.
25
25.
and
5. All right.
All right. Next lifter will be Amy with 115.
Right. Amy, are you ready? Here we go. What? Right.
All right, that lift was no good. I called for depth. Is that what y'all saw too?
Yeah, it was high for sure.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And I'm known for my high squat, so I know.
What was that attempt though? It was 100 and.
That was 115. We went for a repeat. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, we have Anne up next.
All right. When you're ready. Squat. Grab it.
yeah.
Rack.
All right, good lift.
Thank you. £10.
10.
Another $10.
Okay. Perfect.
All righty, we have Cassie up next with a 220-pound squat. Cassie, you're up. Squat. Rack. Judges say you are good.
All right. 2.5. 5. 35, 45. Thank you.
Make sure you're plugging in your thirds in the chat box, please. All right. So next we have Christy up.
We're just getting a few last plates on.
No worries. I'll go through and plug in some thirds.
Yeah. 235. 230. Yes. 230. Yeah. Okay. As you're ready.
Ready when you are.
Squat. Rack.
That's strong.
Nice job.
Good lift. Someone might be sandbagging a little.
I was gonna say that too.
Very good.
Very good.
Thank you.
I know how it feels to be embarrassed about how strong you are, but you just gotta let it out sometimes, you know. Unleash the beast.
All right, we have Melissa up next.
Okay, I'm gonna have someone call my commands for me this time. My headphones died.
You got it.
Let's go, Melissa. You got it.
Squat back, right? Take your time. Yeah. What? There you go. Suck it.
All right, 245s. Thank you.
All right, you got 2 good lifts from the other judges. That was a little high for me, and the rack command was not there. So, but you did get the green from the judges. So make sure to put in your second attempt or your third attempt in the chat box. Good job. All right, next we're gonna have Isaiah Kessler. Let me find you.
We're going to call the commands this time.
Perfect. All right, we're ready.
Squat.
Let's go. Come on.
Rack.
Heck yeah. Nice job, Isaiah. Grinder.
Good job. That was a good lift.
Tell them what your weights are.
I've got 2 5s, 10, a 35, and a 45.
Right.
Plus the bar.
Yep.
Isaiah is a returning vet, and it shows. He's a veteran of this stuff now.
All right, next up, Christine. Christine, you're gonna have someone call your commands?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Christine has 265.
Spot. Rack.
Nice, great job. Good lift, Christine.
Good shit.
And then
Oh, I didn't know you.
I got a 10, a second 10, a 45, and then another 45.
All right. 110.
Thank you.
260.
All right, I'm gonna need Melissa Lander's third attempt. I have Isaiah's third attempt. I need Christine's third attempt. All right, we got Lisa Connor up next over at JP CrossFit. We have 4 competitors at JP CrossFit today.
We're loving it. All right, Lisa. There you go. 1 and done. You got it. Squat. Drive it. Drive it. Come on. Come on. Go. Go. Come on, Lisa. Come on. Rack. Rack.
Damn, that was good. Jesus.
Oh my gosh, my jaw was on the floor. All
I
right.
would have jumped that for sure.
The judges say it's a good lift. Holy cow. I do like to see that. Okay.
35 to 45.
Wow, what a grind.
Thank you.
Woo. Sweating.
Yeah, you made me stand up. I was sitting down. I said, whoa, I had to stand up. I said, man. I was like,
I feel that, John.
I was like, whoa. That's what I'm talking about. You just made my day. I don't even need pre-workout. Whoa. Good job.
That deserves a fourth attempt. Put one more.
She still has a third. She still has a third.
Somebody in the chat said they scared their dog by yelling woo. So we got pets running now. Good Lord, you're changing the world. That's awesome.
Kids are crying.
Thank you,
All
bro.
right. 275. Lisa. We need Lisa's third. Lisa, we're watching out for you. All right. Matt. Matt, you ready?
Yeah.
If you see Matt's Instagram, all of his videos are similar to this angle with that background. You can't miss it. Matt, we're ready for you.
Yeah.
Squat. Rack. Stephanie, what do you say?
What's up?
All right. Chris, what's your call for?
Yeah, I think it was a little high. Maybe the angle, if it was more to the side or something, but it looked kind of high to me.
I agree with that. So that was a no lift from us. So just let us know if you want to repeat this attempt or if you want to go up. If you want to try to go up.
Okay.
All right. So we're rotating back through to Becky.
That's what my math is right this time.
What was that?
That's what my plate math is right this time.
All right, let's see it. Squat. Rack. All right, good lift.
I can't see that. What is that? That's a 15? All right. Good plate, Matt.
Sorry, Stephanie.
You're off the hook this time, Becky. All right. Next we have Amy. Amy looks ready.
All right, Amy, as you are ready,
120 pounds.
you got this. Down your heels, and golden. What? Rack.
All right. I can tell Amy has that strength, but for me, it was high.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Cut it just a little high.
You got just a little bit more. You have to get that hip crease below that top of the knee joint, okay?
Thank you so much.
We do have you in with that 115 first attempt though, so let's see you hit that bench and deadlift too. All right. And y'all, if you're done with your third attempt for your squat, you can go ahead and warm up for bench because we're going to be rolling right into bench after our third attempt squats. Okay, so Anne is up next.
And as you're ready. Squat. Push on through. Yeah. Rack.
All right, looks like an easy lift.
Yeah. Good luck.
Nice work.
5, 10, 10, 45.
All right, Cassie, you're up. Squat. Rack. That was a good lift. Chris, what did you see?
Well, it just looked a little high to me.
Okay. So it looked a little high for Chris. So get that squat down a little bit more to get that green from him.
10, 35, 45. Okay, thank you. Jeez.
And you know, since we can't move around and check the angles, it gets kind of difficult to judge depth from one view. So give us some grace. We try to be a little bit lenient, but we can only judge what we see. So
yeah, I prefer judging depth from the side more, and from the back is kind of hard for me.
Definitely. All right, so ideally we'd have 3 cameras on each competitor, right?
That's right.
We can't. I mean, we might be able to one day, but for now we're gonna stick to that one view. All right, Christy is up next. She's got 300 in her, but she's gonna go for 250.
Might as well do 301.
All right, Christy, as you are ready. Go. What? Right. Right.
Good lift.
Good lift. I tried to get her to put weight on there. I thought we were good.
Was that the same athlete that had that grinder before?
No, that's a different.
Oh, it's someone new. Oh, because I was like, what a second.
She's our sandbagger of the day.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
All right. Next competition, though, we need to see Christy with that 300-pound squat. All right, Melissa is up next with 255.
Squat.
All right, good lift from the judges.
5.
Nice work.
And 245. Thank you.
All right, next up we have Isaiah Kessler.
He's ready and we'll call commands.
All right.
Squat. Let's go. Get up. Up. Come on. Atta boy. Right.
Yeah, another grinder. Beltless.
That was a good lift. I like that. I'm not judging, but I love that.
Yeah.
That was a good lift from the judges too, so.
That's
good
four
job.
thumbs up. That was great.
All right, what do we got?
I have a 2.5, 2 5s, a 10, a 35, and a 45.
We're good.
Nice work, Isaiah. All right, and we have our veteran, Christine.
Virtual powerlifting.
Squat. Set it up. Take it. Good job.
All right, that lift is gonna be no good, but Christine's gonna come back for it at the next competition. I know it.
Absolutely.
All right, so Lisa was our grinder and she decided to skip her last attempt, which you are allowed to do. You can choose to not take any attempts if you feel like you're done, which I think is a good, smart call. You're going to save your energy for your bench and your deadlift. So we're going to skip her and we're going to go right. So she ended strong with 265. We're going to go for Matt's third attempt. He's going to reattempt 170 kg, which is 374.5 pounds. Matt, are you ready for us?
Yeah.
All right, let's see you hit that depth. We're ready. Squat. Rack. What do my judges say?
Yeah, I said that was good.
All right. Good job, Matt.
Hey.
That's work.
Matt, can we see the plates? Okay.
All right, y'all take 5 minutes. Is 5 minutes going to be enough for Becky to get warmed up before we start bench?
All right, we got 5.
All right.
10.
So we're going to come back at
320s.
noon.
320s?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to come back at noon for our bench press first attempts. And I will go over the rules as well while y'all are warming up. I hope you can hear me. If you can't, let me know and I will, I'll wait for you.
Okay, Mel, while you guys are doing that, we're going to go ahead for our viewers on YouTube who are watching this. We're got to give a shout out to our sponsor, Bear Steel Equipment. And we wouldn't be able to do this without the help of all of our sponsors. And so the thing I like about Bear Steel is they came up with an innovation for the market that kind of works around the fact that some of the weight stacks out there don't allow you to move in small increments. So if you have a selectorized weight stack, a lot of times you have to go from 10 to 20 pounds. But what if you can do 70 pounds, but you can't do 80 yet? So Bear Steel has a solution for that. And you guys can check it out if you're watching the YouTube live stream right now. And then we'll be right back with the competition.
Show control, show that your feet are on the floor. You don't have to have your whole foot on the floor, but you have to have contact with the floor at all times. So you can have just toes only if that's how you lift, that's fine. Elbows should be locked at the beginning and at the end of the movement. And just like with the squat, we need to see you at a slight angle. Okay, this is to make sure that your booty stays on the bench and your shoulders stay on the bench at all times. So if the butt comes up, that's a no good lift. Okay. Judges, am I missing anything?
No, that was perfect. No, that was it.
Okay, and just like before, you're going to show Stephanie your weights. And just like before, you're going to just plug in your second attempt into the chat box, and I will update that for you. Okay. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns? Okay. All right, so first up we have Becky. Are all my competitors pretty much ready? Just give me a thumbs up if you're good. Good, okay. Okay. Oh, look at those A-Team wrist straps. I like that. We do have wrist straps available at strengthmarch.com. Shameless plug. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get started with Becky. She has an 85 bench. So I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight on Becky. Are my judges ready?
Ready.
All right, Stephanie's ready. Chris, you ready?
Yes, ready.
All right, let's see it, Becky. I'm calling commands for Becky. So Becky's only going to have 2 commands. She's going to have a start command and a rack command, but she's going to show control at the bottom for us. Start. Rack. All right, I hope everybody saw that because that was exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for that control at the bottom. Like I said, due to the delay in Zoom, we got feedback after our first event where they said the delay is so long, the pause ends up being like 2-3 seconds instead of 1 second. So all we're looking for is that nice, solid control that you're still showing that there's a pause, but we're not going to call the pause command. So that was a good lift for Becky.
We got 15.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, next we have Amy with an 80-pound first attempt.
Are you ready? Start. Bench. Rack.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
the press command was kind of fast and then the rack was missed.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
there.
strength's there for sure.
The strength's there, the commands need work. So you need to show that the bar is paused before calling the press command. And then, so motionless just for a brief second. And then try to set up a little bit lower on the bench so that you're not slamming against those, the J hooks so that you get that lift, okay?
Very good. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You're up. If we can get a spotter for Anne.
All right. Anne is up next. She's going to have 100 pounds on the bar.
As you're ready. Start. Press. Rack.
That was perfect for me. So that was a great, great job. Good lift. So that's exactly how that press command should sound when it's in person. Okay. That's good pacing, good follow through by the lifter. Kathy, you're up next. Let me find you.
25.
All right, there we go. And I'm calling these commands as well. All right, so there's going to be 2 commands, but you're going to still demonstrate that pause, okay? All right, let's see it. 120 pounds for Cassie. Start. Rack. Judges say good lift. Great job, Cassie.
That's a 2.535. Good. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
I just need Anne's second attempt. All right, next we have Christy up at JP CrossFit with 110 pounds.
Christy, you're up. You need a spot for Christy? Lisa, thank you. Awesome. As you're ready. Start. Press. Rack.
Real nice.
Excellent job by Christy. Coach, if you could please watch that press command. Don't be too quick, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we have Melissa Lander up next.
Did you hear that?
All right, are you having someone there call commands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start. Press. Rack. Good.
Perfect.
25. Thank you.
Yeah, as long as the bar is motionless on the chest, you can give that press command. That seemed like a pretty long one.
Yeah, that was a little bit longer. All right, so Isaiah is up next. And do y'all want to call commands for Isaiah?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Start. Press. Rack.
That was a good lift.
Show your weights.
I've got a 5 and a 45.
Thank you.
Isaiah's reaction always makes me happy. He's like, I'm not gonna be happy until y'all tell me what I did. Okay. Christine is up next.
Yeah. Is this good camera angle?
That is good. So are you having someone call your commands?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Are you up?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. All right, control it up. I get you start press back, okay? Start. Press. Back.
Good lift from the judges.
Perfect.
Hey, Christine, next time for your angle, make sure it's slightly a little bit more angled so we could see the bar touch your chest, okay?
Okay.
What'd you say?
Angled it. So we got a 5, we got a 10.
Okay.
See it? And then we have a 25.
Thank you.
Perfect. Christine, we're just gonna have your second attempt in the chat box. Let's see. Cassie's second is 130 and Melissa's second is good. All right, so we have Lisa from JP CrossFit up next.
Ready. Let's switch it back. Guys, you ready? Start. Press. Rack.
Good lift. Nice job. All right.
35.
Thank you, thank you.
Christine and Lisa, we're gonna need your seconds, and Matt, we're going for your first. Matt, are you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Matt has 220 pounds, which is 100 kilos. I know that conversion.
Yeah. Easy one, that one. Not the
Yeah, the easy one.
Hey, give me some credit here. All right, Matt, you want me to call your commands?
Yes, please.
There's going to be 2 commands. It's going to be the start and the rack, but we're going to look for that pause. So make sure you have a brief pause, okay?
No problem.
All right. Start. Rack.
Yeah, just got to pause it on your chest a little bit.
All right, I agree with that. So that lift was no good. There was no pause. Those J hooks also, I mean, unsolicited advice, but they look a little low for me. So it seems like you're wasting a lot of energy with that first unrack. You're doing a
Yeah,
half.
bro, you did 2 reps, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was like,
it's an unadjustable rack, unfortunately. I can't change that. That press, I don't know whether it was a glitch or whatnot, but there was a good second hold there.
Oh, no, yeah, I didn't see that.
yeah, that
Okay,
wasn't
okay.
evident at all. I'm sorry that unfortunately.
No, it's fine. I'll try and make sure I get a longer hold on the next one.
Okay.
Hey Matt, can you ask Chris to Chris, your training partner, to give you the press command and just have him say it loud enough so we can hear, and then Mel will be able to hear him call it.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
That's a good idea.
Perfect. Thanks, John. All right, so I still don't have Christine's second attempt, so we'll wait on that. And then Matt, that first looked easy enough. If you wanted to repeat or go up, it's on you. So just let us know. Okay, so I'm sorry, JP CrossFit is gonna have a 35-pound bar for all athletes. Are we making a note of that?
We have been, that's been in our calculations for plates. I just realized that we had made that change and not notified you all. Apologies.
We appreciate you letting us know. All right, we do have Becky. Becky's gonna go, she's gonna start her second attempt. Becky, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Start. Rack.
Solid.
Awesome lift. Good job.
All right, thank you.
Okay, next up we have Amy from JP CrossFit.
Fantastic. As you're ready. Start. Press. Rack.
There it is. Good
Got that.
work.
Phew. Look like that grip's real narrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
All tricep right there.
5, 10. Okay, so this is the 35-pound bar then?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
35.
That's a cool POV. So we have two views from JP CrossFit. One of them is the angle of the toward the equipment, and one of them is the camera that shows us the weight. So if you want any behind the scenes footage, that's it for you. All right. Next we have Anne, right at JP CrossFit.
As you ready? Start. Press. Come on, push. Wow, nice job.
All right, that lift was no good. How does the competitor feel? You good? Good. Okay.
We're good.
Alrighty. So just let us know if you want to repeat or if you want to go up. All right, we have Cassie up next. Let me find my Cassie spotlight. Okay. Cassie, I'm calling for you again. Alrighty, ready.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Cassie with 130 pounds. Let's go, Cassie. Start. Rack. All right, good job, Cassie. That is a good lift. Good control, good patience.
The one I missed at the last count, so I'm pumped.
Awesome.
Nice.
See, redemption.
2.5, 5, and 35. Got it.
Damn.
All right, do we have a third attempt for Amy? And then I don't think we have a second attempt for Christine. Where's Christine? And then Matt's gonna make me do some math, so 231. We have Christy. We're looking for Christine. Christine Fetzer. Christine, do you have your second attempt?
Oh, yes, I do. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we have Christy up next at JP CrossFit. Good.
Start. Press. Rack.
Good lift. Just like those sandbag squats. We're watching you.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Melissa's up next.
Got 35 pounds.
Melissa, just so you know, you're very pixelated, so I don't know if we're going to be able to see. Judges, do you see her pixelated?
Yeah, it's a little slow.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, it's better now.
Start. Push. Back.
Solid.
All right, good lift from the judges. I'm glad you had someone call your commands because we wouldn't have been able to call that on time.
Excited.
She gave it a push command. I like that. Start push.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
that's me with my squirt command.
I'm gonna get it put on a shirt. Squirt.
Squat rack push. I need that.
Now, introducing Rep Fitness Squat Rack.
Okay, we have Isaiah. He looks ready. All right, we're gonna have the fam call commands.
Start. Press. Up.
All right, no good. Isaiah, you're gonna come back for that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Christine has 135.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Start.
All right, lift was no good. All right, just let us know what you're going to be doing for your thirds. We still need thirds for Melissa and Isaiah. Christine is repeating. We have Lisa with 160 pounds for her second.
All right, Lisa, as you're ready. All right. Start. Press. Rack. All right, way to go.
Good lift. Who's the pooch?
That is Lisa's top.
Oh,
Cheer her on.
cheer squad.
45.
Can everyone still hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All righty. Good lift for Lisa. All right, we have Matt from across the pond.
Chris call out my commands.
You're gonna have him call your commands?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Press. Press. Right.
Oh man, that's a shame.
Yeah. That's my fault.
Someone's gonna get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Turn the video off. There's an ass whipping.
No. Never pulled out anyone's box before.
I'm sorry. So that is the downfall of having someone call your commands is you run the risk of them not calling properly. It happens. So Matt, that was no lift for you. Heartbreaking, but all right, coach your spotter and come back for that third. Let's get you in. All right, so we have Lisa's third attempt is in. We're waiting for Melissa's third attempt. Isaiah's repeating his. All right, so Becky, are you ready for your third attempt?
Ma'am.
Perfect. Let's go. Those A-team wrist straps give you super strength. Start. Rack. See? Good lift.
She gave
Nice
herself
work.
a up there.
Yeah.
$25. I can't see that. Is it 5? There we go. I got it. 5.
All right, if anyone can find Melissa Lander, we're still looking for her third attempt. We're looking for Matt's third attempt. And Amy, you're up next at JP CrossFit.
Great. Amy, as you are ready. Right. Right.
Very nice.
All right, comes around. Nice job.
Good work. Good lift. Congratulations on the PR.
Thank you so much. And we are up. Ready as you are.
Come on in, you got this.
Right on. Tight trunk, tight shoulders, drive hard.
Drive for your feet.
Start. Press.
Yep.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
All right, lift is no good, but she was in with her first attempt at 100 pounds.
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right, next we have Cassie. Cassie, I'll be calling your commands again. Start.
Come on, push.
Rack. Good lift.
Your 45s. Thank you.
Man, when you see lifts like that, you're like, how come it can't be that easy for me? It looks so easy, man.
Keep working hard, Chris. One day.
Oh, I'm gonna get there. I know it.
Chris, what's your bench at now?
Well, I hit 525 on March 6th. I'm gonna go for 600 my next one.
All
But
right.
That's wearing all my gear too. So
Oh yeah. Doesn't count in gear.
I know.
All right, so we got Matt third at 231. All right, Christy is up next. Come on, Christy, let's see it.
All right, Christy, another easy lift. Come on. Ready when you are. Get a little further out on the bench. Let's get away from that. Start. Press. Rack.
Beautiful. Good lift.
You got it. Way to go.
Oh, JP CrossFit strong folks over there, boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it's so fun to have the whole crew.
10.
Yeah, they're all cheering each other on and stuff. They're really cool.
You're having an absolute blast with you all. I'm so glad you're doing it.
That's awesome.
All right, we got Melissa up next. And I'm guessing someone's going to call commands again.
Start. Press. Rack.
Looks good from the judges.
Real nice. And she's doing it in a pretty busy gym too, which is kind of wild.
Right?
It's not like a private, home gym.
I haven't stepped foot in a commercial gym in years. I can't imagine.
Dude, me either. I just can't do it. For stuff and people in your way. It's just no way. I'm all about that garage gym life.
That's right. All right.
You guys are just trying to get me to talk.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to chime in, John.
I was trying to be nice and stay out of the way.
No, man, you're the best part about these live streams.
Hey, I'm trying to let Isaiah do his thing. I'm an Isaiah fan.
Yeah,
see, look, he sat back up like, are you done? Are you done? See?
You know how we can cut it up.
All right, Isaiah, we're ready for you.
All right, let's do a big Isaiah.
Oh no, just leave it there.
1, 2, 3. Start. Press. Press.
Go, go,
Come on.
go, go,
Come
go, go. All right, lift is no good.
You got it next time, big dog.
Good try.
Was that 145 a PR?
No, it was tied for my PR.
Tied, okay. Next time we're gonna get that 155. All right, so we have Christine. Right, I'm good.
That's tough.
All right, Christine, next time. Coach took his time getting that bar off you. You must have done something he didn't like in training or something. He's just like,
don't touch the damn bar. Don't touch it. All right.
That's right. All right, 165 for Lisa. So Lisa's over at JP CrossFit.
All right. All right, Lisa, as you are ready. You got it. Start. Press. On point. Yeah. Rack. Nice job. Good lift.
That's a good lift. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for the same grind.
I know. Make for good TV.
Oh, that was great for me. I haven't been that excited in a while. Nice work. All
Yeah,
right.
good over at JP CrossFit too. It looks like all the athletes have that real good bar pass. You know, real. You can tell they all have like the same form, real good coaching.
Thank you, sir.
All righty, Matt Welch.
Could you call this for me, please?
Absolutely.
What, you don't like your spotter? You calling it?
You've got the UK's worst spotter here.
Yeah, let's go, Mac. You're fired up. You got this, brother.
All right, help him with that lift off that rack. Strong lift off. Good, start. Press. Drive it up, come on. Finish it. Take it. All right. Started seeing some downward movement.
Dang.
Sorry, Matt. Spotter, go wear a helmet, please. Okay. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break prior to deadlifts. So I'm thinking, where is Becky? Becky's first up. What you think, Becky? Can we come back at 12:45? Would that be enough time for you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we'll be back at 12:45. That is about 7 or 8 minutes from now, and we'll start our first attempt deadlift.
Deadlift's the best one.
That's right.
Hey, I'm John Greaves III, founder of Garage Night Media. Got a tip for you about how to tighten your belt. You might find if you don't have a lever belt that sometimes you struggle to get to the correct notch for setting up for squats and deadlifts. And if you're like me, you put your belt at a different point for squats versus deadlifts. Also, this is leather and it does stretch a little bit. So you'll find that as you get further into the set, it's gonna stretch. So I'm not getting paid to tell you this, but this is, in my opinion, the best product for tightening your belt. Yes, I am aware you can simply use your power rack. Put the belt on, you see the tongue hanging that way. You want to put the tongue flap right here. Take your palm, put pressure on it, press down. So you're basically pulling into your body. And then you just lean away. And you get your belt tight. But you get to the point where that is not just difficult, but inconvenient. Let's say you're at a competition. And that's where something like the Vice comes in. You can follow them here on Instagram at Vice Power LLC, I believe. I'll put that in the description for this video. Again, I'm not getting paid to tell you this. I just think it's a pretty cool product. Anyway, the Vice works whether you have a single or double prong belt. The knob that you have in the center is what you use if you have single prong. And if you have two prong belt, meaning there's gonna be a hole on the top and bottom of your belt, so there'll be a hole here and a hole here, then you would use this prong right here. But as you see, I have a single prong belt, so this is how it works. You have your belt on, Obviously, you're gonna need to let go, so just put the belt on to a hole so it'll stay up by itself. Then you wanna take the vise, slide it on so that the prong you're gonna be using is even with the hole. Okay? Move the little belt prong out of the way. Now it's in the hole, and then you just use the lever principle. This is really easy. So I left this at the hole that it was in before that I used the power rack for. Now look at this. Look at the difference. That is super tight. Now, you obviously don't have to go that tight on everything, but it is very, very easy to do it, especially like I said, in meat conditions. And then to take it off, just put it back in the hole. Comes off, no problem. And that's the vise. Obviously, this isn't gonna work if you have a Velcro belt or lever belt, okay? I probably don't have to tell you that, but there's somebody out there that needed to hear it. Anyway, it's the vise. It is completely worth it, in my opinion, for tightening up your belt quickly.
Hi everyone, this is Mel here with A-Team Athletics, here with some tips for your squat, bench, and deadlift openers for your next competition, so keep watching. Stay tuned for an extra bonus tip at the end of the video. Today, let's talk about practicing your commands for the squat, bench, and deadlift. So where, when, and why. Let's start with squat and bench. These two lifts should be practiced in order about 7 days out from your competition. So if you're competing on a Saturday, that would fall on the Saturday prior to your competition. Squats and bench should each be done for 3 sets of singles. You should rest about 5 to 10 minutes between each rep, and each rep should be done to competition standard. This means you must practice commands, you must follow the rules, you gotta hit depth for your squats, you have to pause during your bench press, and if at all possible, face away from the mirror when you're squatting to mimic how it'll feel during your competition. Now, a lot of people might not think it's a big deal and they might use their mirror in front of them to gauge their depth. There are a few reasons you don't want to do this. The first reason is that you can't judge your own depth by looking at yourself in the mirror because your eyes are looking downward, and what the judges are going to look for is that you're hitting depth from the side view, which is a lot lower than you are from your squat. So you really need to either record yourself from the side or have somebody there who can help you judge your depth. The next reason you want to face away from the mirror for your squats is because there is a proprioceptive change when you're squatting directly in front of something versus when you're squatting into an open area, which usually when you're powerlifting, the area in front of you is pretty open and you might be facing a crowd. You have to get used to that. It's a proprioceptive change. Another proprioceptive change you're going to want to pay attention to is your headphones. If you typically train with headphones, you're going to want to practice your openers without headphones for your 3 singles. Now, a lot of people might not think this is a big deal either, but let me tell you why it is. When you have headphones in, you have an audible input coming from all directions. When you take the headphones out, it feels like the space around you is more open. So if you squat in front of a mirror and you squat with your headphones in, you feel very enclosed, versus when you squat in an open area without your headphones, it feels very open. So it's a subtle proprioceptive change, but if you've never competed before, or if you've competed before and you say, it felt a little bit different to me, that might be why. During your squat and bench press openers, you want to make sure you're wearing your singlet and your equipment that you're going to use during your competition. This goes back to mimicking a competition setup. For example, you're going to want to wear the same shoes for your squat as you would in competition. You're going to want to wear your knee sleeves if you normally wear your knee sleeves in competition. You're going to want to wear your belt and your wrist wraps as well if you're normally going to wear them in competition. You want to get used to what everything's going to feel like, so there are as few new feelings in competition when you get there, and so there aren't any surprises for you. For your deadlift, my recommendation for practicing your openers is 10 days out. So that is 3 days prior to your squat and bench press openers. Why do we deadlift farther out than we squat and bench? Well, the main reason is recovery. It takes your body a little bit longer to recover from heavy deadlifts than it does from heavy squat and bench. And typically our deadlifts are a lot heavier than our squat and bench as well. So the recovery takes a little bit longer. I recommend 10 days out. This is usually the Wednesday prior to your squat and bench openers if your competition's on a Saturday. If your competition is on a Sunday, that'll be the Thursday prior to your squat and bench openers. So similarly to squat and bench, you're gonna want to practice your command, which is the down command for the deadlift. You're gonna wanna do 3 sets of singles with about 5 to 10 minutes of rest. You're gonna wanna wear the same equipment that you're gonna be wearing during your competition. So knee-high socks, your singlet, your shoes, everything. And feel free to use baby powder on your legs, chalk up your hands, but do not use straps, okay? So you wanna, again, mimic what you would be doing in competition. So those are my tips for how to practice your openers for the squat, bench, and deadlift for your powerlifting competition. As a bonus tip, everybody please listen up. Do not take pre-workout prior to squatting during your powerlifting competition, especially if you're a new lifter. You're gonna have so much adrenaline rushing through your veins. You're gonna be so amped up that you don't wanna overdo it. If you overdo it, you're gonna feel like you're shaking. Your proprioception is gonna be off. You're gonna be jittery. You're gonna be nervous. Use that feeling of adrenaline and just have your normal cup of coffee if you normally have coffee in the mornings. If you don't have coffee in the mornings, then just skip it altogether. What you don't want to do is put a bunch of caffeine into your system when you're already feeling so amped up. That's a huge mistake a lot of people make, and then they skip their commands. So make sure, again, you practice your commands, read the rules of your federation, and try to skip out on all that caffeine, you guys, especially because a couple weeks prior to your competition, you may have been taking some extra rest days as needed, of course, for your deload. You may not have been taking your pre-workout as usual, so your tolerance is going to be a little bit lower. So you want to make sure you're putting yourself in the best possible physical and mental mindset so that you can be prepared for your competition. All right, guys, I hope that you guys liked these tips. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next competition. Bye, everyone. Or react. If you slide the bar up, if there's downward movement after the bar comes up or starts coming up, that's a missed lift. If you drop the bar from the top, or if you drop the bar at any point, it's going to be a missed lift. So make sure that your hands are on the bar on the way down. You don't have to do it slowly. It doesn't have to be a slow eccentric, but you need to show control of that bar. Okay. What else do we have? No ramping. So you cannot use your thighs to help you push that bar up to finish that movement. We're going to look for soft knees and hips. Soft knees and hips just means that your knees and hips are not locked out. If they're not locked out, we're going to call you on that. Okay. Am I missing anything, judges?
No, that was it.
I'm not a judge, but one thing I noticed that a lot of newer lifters always forget is there is no start command for the deadlift. So you may have said that, but we're basically just gonna be staring at you bent over for a while if you're waiting for a start command. So you can start whenever you want, and then the judge will give you a down command once you get to the top of the lift.
That's definitely correct. And but just so you know, you're always welcome to talk to the judges. Like if you're unclear about whether to start or not, you can say, hey, can I start? And the judge will say, yeah, go ahead. But we don't expect you to wait for us. As long as you're ready, we're ready, you're good to go. Okay.
And again, if anyone's using anything other than a 45-pound or 20-kilo bar, please let me know.
All righty. So our first person is going to be Becky. Is Becky ready? Is everybody ready?
Ready.
Yeah. Perfect. All right, Becky, let's see it. First attempts. Down. Good lift.
Just hang on for a second. Uh,
55.
See that?
All right, I got 55. What else do we have?
When we're up on it. All right.
15. And Becky, can you point it down a little bit so I can see the other plates?
Yeah, just a second.
Down.
2.5 out of 5. Got it.
Let's roll through. Yep, I'm gonna myself. Yeah. 45.
Stephanie, are we good?
Yeah, I just wanted to, I didn't get Logan's last one. I saw 45, 25 and the ones in front of that.
Let me get the.
Yeah, just real quick there. I saw the 45 to 25. I was still doing
Yeah,
Becky's plates.
25 and the 40.
Okay.
And this is a 35-pound bar.
It's a 35-pound bar?
Yes, it is. Thank you. 35-pound bar.
Are all of these 35-pound bars?
We have a mix. I'll let you know as we go.
Okay.
Okay, so 35.
All right, are we ready for Anne?
I'm gonna wait for Stephanie to finish up and then she'll let us know when she's ready.
Very good, thank you.
Mhm.
And now Anne, is this a 35 or a 45?
This is upcoming bar for Anne is a 45.
45, okay. 85. Go ahead.
35-pound bar. Is that like a deadlift bar? Is it a real thin one?
It's an Olympic bar. It's a women's Olympic bar.
Oh, women's Olympic bar. Oh.
Yeah, it is a little bit thinner on the grip, yes.
Oh, nice.
All right, and when you're ready, lift on your command. Yep, lift on your own. Down.
Good lift with that snatch grip.
Right, and for plates.
I noticed that. I thought she was gonna ding a clean and jerk it or something.
35-pound plate. 35 on the outside. And 45 on the inside.
All right, so we have Cassie up next, and everyone make sure you're putting in your second attempts in the chat box for me, please. Cassie, am I calling your commands again?
Yes, please.
You got it. All right, let's see it, Cassie. Down. Lift is good for Cassie at 255 pounds. Nice work.
So 5, 10, 10, 35, 45. All right, I got the rest.
All righty, so next we have Christy with a 235-pound first attempt.
Nice and tight on. Down.
Solid.
Good lift.
Nice job.
Before the plates, what's the bar?
35.
35?
45.
45. Okay.
5-pound plates. 10, 25, 25. And there's our 35.
Thank you.
All right, we have Melissa Lander up next with a 225-pound opener. Melissa, are you having someone else call your commands or would you like me to do it?
I'm going to call the commands for her.
Okay, great.
Down.
Nice.
Good lift. Make sure you tell us your second attempt, please.
Melissa, can I see the plates? 45 and 45. Thank you.
JP CrossFit, you guys are getting a lot of love in the live chat, so make sure you guys go check it out. Check out the stream when you get a chance, because we had some competitors who didn't realize they could cheer you guys on. So Isaiah, you got people cheering you on and everything in the live chat. So you guys go for it and make sure you check out the live stream.
All right, Isaiah, let's go.
Dad will call the commands.
You got it.
Yeah.
Nice work, Isaiah.
Good lift.
How old is Isaiah?
14.
God dang. I'm training my 10-year-old son right now, and man, I hope I perform like him.
So there's a 5, a 10, 35, and a 45.
45-pound bar.
45-pound bar, too.
Got it.
All right, we have Christine's first attempt. Coach, you're calling commands. Good.
Yep. Call it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good lifts.
I got a 5, 10, a 45, and then
45.
on the inside's another 45.
Good.
Good.
All right, Lisa. Lisa with a 280-pound opener.
All right. You go, Lisa. As you're ready. Down. Spicy.
Where are y'all based out of?
We're in Jamaica Plain, in Boston, Massachusetts. That's what the
Okay.
JP stands for.
Okay, JP. I thought someone might be named JP.
35-pound bar.
All right.
2.5. 5. 25. 45 in there.
Yep. 45.
45 on the other.
All right.
I like how everyone's being responsible with the masks at the gym, even while they're competing. Down in Florida, no one wears masks. All right, we got Matt up next. Matt, is your spotter still alive?
He is gone. I am now alone. He's
All right.
yeah, his daughter. I didn't kick him out for anything. It's fine.
All right, so would you like me to call your down command?
If you wouldn't mind.
You got it.
Give me fuel for the deadlift at least.
Let's go, Matt.
Down.
Yeah, no problem.
Good lift. Hey, Matt, is that a custom meat shirt?
It is.
All right.
I've had the thing done on the front and my weight on the back.
Nice.
That's awesome, man.
Matt, can we see the weights, the plates, please?
You can.
And you can call them in kilos.
Yeah. So I've got 10. And then 4 20s.
All right, 200 kilos.
All right, we're back around to Becky.
Can you?
Yeah, we can hear. We can see and we can hear. We're ready for you.
Sorry, I was having neighbors not trying to help me.
Down. Nice, that's a good lift. That was 210 for that second attempt. Just show Stephanie your bar weight, please. Oh, we got a baby in the background.
55 and 25.
Can you see the little one? 2.5?
Yeah,
okay.
Okay.
All right, so we have Amy up next.
First spotlight. Great. As you're ready, you go tight into the heel. Just up. Finish it, finish it, finish it, finish it, finish it. Lock it out. Down. Nice job.
Good lift. Spicy
Nice.
negative.
Good coaching.
We got a 5 on there. 10-pound plate. 25-pound plate. Finish with a 45. We are on a 35-pound bar. 35-pound bar.
Okay, same gym, and we're gonna see a 225-pound pull.
Wherever you're comfy. On the shins, you got this. Keep it tight on your shins. Stay in your heels. Good. Whenever you're ready.
Try that. Down. Easy.
Good lift.
Nice job. All right, hold for a weight. So we are on a 45-pound bar, 10-pound plate. 45 with a 45. Thank you much.
All right, Cassie's up next. Let's go, Cassie.
Oh, yeah.
Down. Good lift. That was 280 pounds.
Are you?
2.5, 5, 25, 35, 45.
All right, let's check it on the weights again. Because Chris is up. Christy, when you're ready, tight to those shins, chest up tall.
Yeah.
Down.
Good lift.
Nice work.
Fantastic. You're on a 35-pound bar.
All right.
25. Wait. All right, thank you.
All right, we have Melissa Lander up next.
I'm on you.
The screen froze.
Down.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
I barely saw what happened, but it looked like a good lift to me.
Yeah. Yeah, she locked it out for sure.
Okay. Please. Get 25.
And then 2 45s.
If I can be at 45. And 45.
All right.
I'm gonna need third attempts from JP CrossFit. And hopefully John doesn't interrupt Isaiah again.
Come on, John.
All right, Isaiah, we're ready for you.
Let's go. Good boy, up. Down. Good job.
Heck yeah, nice work.
Good lift.
Can I talk now? That was a good lift.
I don't think we can help it, man. We're all big fans of Isaiah.
I know, right? I'm like, hey, I'm trying to be quiet, but you're making me yell.
That's a strong dude right there, man.
All right. So I got 2 5s, a 10, a 35, and a 45. 45.
Perfect.
And a 45-pound bar. All right.
All right, I got thirds for everyone through Christy. So we're gonna wait on Melissa and Isaiah to give us our thirds. Christine, you're up next with a 285-pound pull. Good lift. Nice work.
Five,
Okay.
25, the 45, and then the second 45.
I keep forgetting I have to do that.
All right, we have Lisa Connor up next to the second attempt at 290.
Wait. Go. We're good. 290 on the bar. All right, Lisa. When you're ready. Dig it into the shin. Nice. Down. Awesome.
Good lift.
Man, everybody's crushing deadlifts today, boy. Awesome.
Definitely.
Deadlifts are my favorite. I'm projecting. We got 2.5. 10. 25. 45. 45 there. We have a 35-pound bar today.
All right.
I'm waiting for a big third attempt deadlift miss. That's my specialty. I like those ones.
That is 220.
I like Chris downplaying his lifts. Oh, I just squatted 800 pounds. It's fine.
Yeah, I missed it before too, though.
I missed an 800. Hey, I can miss an 800-pound squat easy.
Yeah.
So we're
you'll
basically
never-
the same. You missed 800 pounds. I missed 800 pounds. We're the same.
We're the same.
Okay, so we have Matt up next.
Let's go, Matt. Super Scion power.
485 Super Cyan. Let's see it. Down.
Power.
Nice work. Good lift.
There you go, Matt. Nice job.
That's better. First time I've done all of my 20s in the gym.
Oh, that's great.
There you go.
I am now out of 20 kg plates.
Sounds like somebody needs to go shopping.
Already done it. New bar and new rack on the way.
There you go.
Nice.
So, yeah,
That's
520s.
a good problem to have, when you need more weight.
The bar's max is 250, so that was 220.
Awesome, 220.
All right, we're about to get into thirds.
Actually, I do have a question. Matt, you just said you don't have any more weight, so what are you going to do for your third attempt?
I have 10s. I have more weights. I just don't have any more 20 plates.
You got to have your spotter lay on the bar for you now.
I was just doing the same thing. Just spotters.
I've still got them. I'm all right. It's just the biggies I'm out of.
All right, so let's go ahead and start third attempts with Becky. Becky's going for 215. We're ready for you. Down. Good lift for Becky.
Got that hook grip.
Easy 9 for 9 for Becky.
Dang. That's awesome, Becky.
Let's see those weights.
$55. 25. And a 5.
Yep.
All right, next we're gonna have Amy up.
All right, as you're ready. Got just up. Yeah, back through. Back through, finish. Squeeze. Down.
Heck
Good
yeah.
lift.
Pop them hips through. That's it.
Awesome job.
You scare me.
Hey, that's a PR. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a PR. All right, you have on here 35 bar.
Yeah. Oh.
Conflict.
Yeah.
25
45.
and 45.
Thank you.
Also,
That vibe at JP CrossFit is nice, man.
all right, and
I like that rotation.
we got a nice little carousel going here.
Yeah, really.
All right, as you are ready, head into the shins. Big drive. Come on. Yeah. Down. Nice job.
Beast mode.
30,
The PR?
30 pounds, 30-pound PR for Ann right
Whoa,
Wow.
nice.
there.
30-pound PR. Those third attempt deadlifts, man, that's nice.
5 pounds. 10 pounds weight. 10 pounds weight. 35. A big 45-pound bar.
45-pound bar? Okay.
Even the dog was chiming in.
That's it.
All right, Kathy, with a 300-pound pull, let's see it. Let's go all the way up. Down. That
Dang.
is
Nice
nice.
work, Kathy. Nice work.
That's a 20-pound PR.
Wow.
It's the first time I've hit 300.
Congratulations.
Another
And you
PR.
went
That's
9 for
awesome.
9.
You made it look easy, man.
10, 25, 35, 45. Okay.
All rogue everything. That's flossing on a different level. Okay, so we have our next lifter, Christy. All right, Christy, 270 pounds.
As you are ready. Down, chest up, rock and roll. Right. Down.
Crushing it.
Good lift. Christy also went 9 for 9.
Awesome.
2.5 pounds. 10 pounds. 45.
45.
45. Yeah.
Sorry.
25.
Coach has got the best workout out of everybody today.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got some energy.
He's working.
Heck yeah.
That was brilliant.
I love the way they're just rotating into the view, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Melissa up next. Let me get Melissa panned in. All right, Melissa, we have a 295-pound deadlift for Melissa.
I just wanted to make sure. Can everybody see her okay this time?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay. Pull down.
Woo! Heck yeah, Melissa.
Awesome job. So that is a good lift for Melissa as well.
10, 25, 45, and another 45 down here.
All right, Isaiah is up next to the 255-pound third attempt.
Let's go, big dog.
Let's go. That's it. Come on. Up.
Good try.
Good try, buddy. You all right?
Yeah. Come back for it next time, Isaiah.
Good work, Isaiah. That is awesome.
You'll get it next time, my man. Looking strong.
Christine is up next with a 315-pound pull. Let's go, Christine.
Get set up. Wedge down into it. Big breath. Push against the belt. Go, 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 go. Clear the knees. Clear the knees.
Come on.
Clear the knees. Get it. Get it. Lock it out. Down.
Yo, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Good job. That was a good lift.
Nice. Fine. Way to go. Right. Let me get the collar off. All right. So we got 10. Oh, man. 10. 25.
And then 245.
245s. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
Nice work, Christine.
All right, next we have Lisa Connor up with a 305 deadlift at JP CrossFit. Whenever you're ready.
All right, as you are ready, heel down, chest up, grind through it. Pull, yeah, big, pull through, down.
Real nice, real nice.
Too easy. Good lift.
All right, let's get plates.
It was easy for me.
So we have a 35 and a 25. 45. And finally, another 25.
All right, our last lifter of the day.
Ooh, this is a good one.
507.5 pounds. That's 230 kilos.
Yes.
Let's go, Matt, representing England.
Matt, let's go, man.
Chest up, shoulders back. Finish it. Down.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You got fired up, boy.
Awesome job. Good lift.
I think he just went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he did.
Was that a best?
67 pound PR.
Oh my
Wow.
You a
awesome.
savage.
Definitely went Super Saiyan. Definitely.
Yeah. I needed to make up for that bench.
You definitely did.
110 pounds of PR today, so it's okay.
All right, we got 5
Dude.
20s.
You got 5 20s, and a 20 kg bar.
All right, 105. That's 2.
Hey, and Matt, remind everybody how much you weigh again.
173 pounds.
That's amazing, Matt.
I wanted the 500. Now I want the quarter ton.
Yes.
All right. So I know my judge Stephanie has to get going. So thank you, Stephanie, for everything you've done so far at the meet and always being my math person, because Lord knows you can't rely on me for that. So I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great weekend. So thank you. Everybody, please say thank you to Stephanie and give her a warm goodbye.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Great job, everyone.
For everyone else, I added your totals already, so please double check my math. Like I said, I'm not the best at that. I'll do powerlifting coaching all day, but math is not my forte. Just check that everything is correct. I'm going to tally up everybody's Wilks as well. It looks like most people had just one competitor in their weight class. So if you got your 3 lifts, you should have won your class. There are a couple exceptions. So we'll give first placing, second placings. We're going to have an overall men and women's winners, as well as masters winners as well. So check back here at like 1:35, give yourselves a few minutes and then come back and I'll have everybody's totals here. Okay.
This is my segue to encourage you to head on over to YouTube, because not only can you watch the replays of your lifts if you missed anything, but also please, when you get over there, check out our sponsors. You can check the YouTube description, especially Bear Steel Equipment. We appreciate all of the sponsors who have helped us out, but Bear Steel is actually donating 30% of the proceeds from the sales of any stack weight pins to the Testicular Cancer Awareness Foundation, because that's just a cause that they're supporting this month. Also, we want everybody who's watching the live stream. We've had a bunch of people coming over from Reddit to cheer you guys on. We want everybody who's watching the live stream, maybe you got inspired and you want to check this out. You're wondering how you can compete as well. And so we've got some videos coming up to let you know about how to improve your bench. We got that video's coming up, as well as a video from Autumn, who was in one of our previous online competitions. So she can kind of tell you from a competitor standpoint what it felt like to compete in this. So while we're waiting for Mel to finish tallying up everything, you guys can head on over to the YouTube link, so you don't have to just sit there and watch dead air, and you can check out the content we're about to put up for you. Hey, Autumn, thank you for taking some time to talk to me today. Mel always says that you are my favorite member of her team, so I appreciate you carving out some time for me today on a nice Saturday. Got me out of the yard burning leaves, so this was a nice little break for me. Let's see here. All right, so tell me, as we get ready to do the first ever co-ed powerlifting meet on Zoom, This is the Fall Co-Ed Powerlifting Throwdown. You competed in the women's only Zoom powerlifting meet, which was also the first meet like that. How did you like competing in it?
Actually, I went in, I was kind of nervous because, you know, at meets you have like the whole energy of people and the music and all that, but I was surprised. I had the adrenaline, you know, before my lifts, and it went pretty smooth. I liked it actually. I really enjoyed it.
Okay. Now, you've competed in person before. How did competing virtually compare to competing on the platform at an in-person meet?
Okay, so, you know, at a meet, you have, you know, your announcers, you have your crowd, you have your handlers and the spotters and stuff, and everybody's kind of like streamlined all this. So you pretty much, you're doing all those jobs yourself. And, you know, my husband wasn't here when I did the online meet, so I did all my handling and everything. And it wasn't as difficult as it sounds. Surprisingly, it went really smooth. The whole start to end of it. The only thing I think I like better about in-person meets is just the total, like, I guess the atmosphere, because it's just like, this was, you know, just me by myself. So it was kind of like, eh.
I got you, because people are trying to be quiet so you can hear the commands and things like
Yeah.
that. I got you. Well, but at the same time, how did it feel to lift on your own equipment in your own, like you know where everything is?
I really like that. Like, it's like the home field advantage, because I know how my squat rack is set up. I know where my position is on my bench. So to me, I like that, because I've done meets with monoliths, and I've done meets where they just have the poles, you know, the two separate poles, which I didn't like that at all. So there was no, like, I didn't have to prepare for a variation from what I'm used to. So everything went real smooth that way, setting up with form and all, especially with squat.
All right, you mentioned some obstacles that you had to overcome as you had to do everything yourself. You didn't have a handoff person, you didn't have a spotter, there's no music. How did you overcome those challenges?
It really wasn't much different than working out, because I worked out for about 4 or 5 years by myself before my husband started lifting. So I was used to, you know, doing my own bench handoff and everything. So that aspect wasn't as difficult. I think my biggest difficulty was like my Wi-Fi cutting in and out on my laptop. I had to eventually switch to my phone because my Wi-Fi was just so crappy out in the gym. So then that was different, trying to get that set up. But to me, that was the biggest, I think, obstacle, was just the technology part.
So how did you set up your camera? Did you just set it up with the laptop kind of at the, you know, appropriate angles, or did you, then you swap it out for your phone? How did you do that?
So Melissa sent out an email basically telling us, you know, like clock position, like 2 o'clock, whatever, how she wanted us to set up our devices. And so before we even started, she made sure everybody's was where she wanted to see. When I switched out for my phone was almost dead too, because I was trying to play music, you know, while I was lifting. And so I had like the charger cord, and then I had it on my bench with like plates, so I could run the charger cord through the bottom of it. But it eventually worked out that way. I'm not really technically gifted, so I was surprised I didn't have as many glitches as I could have.
Okay, so for someone who wants to compete, who's thinking about competing in a virtual meet, the first thing it sounds like you're saying is you advise them to get a tripod, okay, for whatever they're going to be using. But what are some other pieces of advice you want to give someone who wants to compete in a powerlifting meet, a virtual powerlifting meet?
The first thing I would tell you is make sure your camera is off, because some people got to see my awful dancing between lifting sets, and I didn't know my camera was on, because, you know, their screen went to just their name, right? So I thought it was off, and I kind of embarrassed myself. So yeah, just make sure you're not being watched when you don't want to be watched. I think that would be the biggest one. And really pay attention for your turn in line, because it's really annoying to have to wait on people, like anytime anyway. But when somebody's just not paying attention, you know, and watching, they need to just kind of be mindful of that.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate your time. Are you competing again this year?
I'm not. Nursing school is killing me. So
I understand. That's all right. Well, hey, at least I hope that you're going to be watching either in Zoom or on the live stream. So we're going to try to, we're going to live stream it to YouTube, but if you bought a ticket,
okay.
that's going to help out that fund. So if you're able to do that, either way, I know people definitely appreciate checking you out on the, having you check them out and share them on and everything else. All right.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. All right. A shout out to your husband. He's doing a
thanks.
great job. You guys are both killing it. I love it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
All right, so it looks like I'm ready just in time. Is everyone ready to hear their placings?
Yep.
We're good to go.
Okay, so we have Christine Fetzer won first place in her class for 132 pounds and below with a 705 total. So great job, Christine. And then we have Christy, who won her class with a 650 total. We have Becky winning first in her class with a 445 total. Alyssa Lander won first in her class with a 700 total. Lisa Connor won first in her class with a 735 total. Kathy won or got second place in her class behind Lisa with a 665 total. All right, and then we have Isaiah, who won his class with a 640 total. Matt got his 882 total, so we didn't factor in your bench. But if we did, that would be over 1,000. So good work there. And then for our masters, we have Amy, Ann, and Lisa, who won first place for their respective weight classes. Okay, so in our deadlift only category, we got Melissa Lander was actually open category. Let's see, Melissa's deadlift was 295. So she won her weight class. Let me go ahead and update that. So good job there. 295. And then for the masters, we have Amy and Ann won their respective classes for deadlift only. And then we didn't have any men for deadlift only. So on to our overall winners. So we have Lisa Connor won first place for Wilks for masters full power. We have JP CrossFit muted. We have to unmute you guys. Okay, and then we have Isaiah won first place for males. Look at that face. All right, so you did awesome, Isaiah. And then we have Christine with another first place overall win for the females with a 358 Wilks. Awesome work, everyone. All right, so competitors, you should have someone reaching out to you for your prizes. So I will definitely reach out to you all and get you some prizes because I think everybody placed somewhere, right? So look out for that. And then if you guys enjoy doing these competitions, make sure you're subscribed to Team Powerlifting. I send out newsletters every so often, letting you all know when we have events coming up. So we do all sorts of events throughout the year. If you guys need coaching, same thing, head to the page, grab some coaching. We have some deals going on right now. So I know a lot of you have your own coaches. I'm not stepping on any toes. So everybody did a great job who had a coach. I love seeing that and supporting other coaches. So JP CrossFit, you guys did amazing. So glad to have you all here. I hope we see you at the next competition. I'm hoping to see all of our Oh, look at that baby. I'm hoping to see everybody at the next competition. This was a smaller one, so it didn't take very long. Let me know if this time, I know everybody's on a different time zone, so this might have been better or worse for you. The last few we started at 9 a.m. Eastern time. We ended at, I don't know, anywhere from 4 to 6. So when we have bigger and longer events, we like to start earlier, but today we started in a little bit closer to noon, and we're ending pretty early, which is great for you all. But if you guys like to have more time, let me know. If you guys like this schedule, let me know. Anything we can do to improve, we're here for it. Okay.
The other thing is, Mel, when we do have more competitors, one thing that Mel is really good about is she actually sets the flights up at different times. So when you're doing your squat, bench, and deadlift. So although the entire thing was done at, I think 5:30 p.m. last time, everybody wasn't on competing that entire time. Instead, you had flight A was done by, I think maybe 12 noon or something like that. And then we took a break, and then we had flight B, and then we had flight C. So it's still not a very, very long day. The intent for this is not just, like I said, to allow people to get a chance to taste what powerlifting is like under meet conditions as closely as possible. So just shout out to Mel for putting this together, especially when she's, she's got unusual circumstances right now, so I appreciate that. But I'm also going to put the link for you guys to get that Team Powerlifting to get that newsletter. I'm going to put the link for that in the description for the YouTube video. So once again, everybody can get all the information. Please subscribe to Garage Gym Life Media on YouTube as well. We do at least one live stream a month. We have one coming up April 24th. That's going to be a powerlifting meet, but we do strongman. We do all kinds of things. We have Highland Games coming this summer. So just trying to give you guys a bunch of awesome content to motivate you. There's people in the chat who saying they're motivated by what you guys did today. And that is the intent and focus of this. So shout out to everybody. And Mel, thank you again for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, John. Thank you for helping host and grab some sponsors for our events. John always has the hookup with amazing prizes through our sponsors, which I appreciate. So all of these competitions, we try to get really, really great prizes for you all. So it's something that's, not only fun, but you get something tangible out of it. And I think we had our Vice this time, right? We have Spud. Spud has always come through with really awesome prizes for competitors. I always try to get you guys prizes with strength merch, our strength merch stuff. And we try to get you stuff that you use. So the prizes are, what I've liked about our events is our prizes aren't preset. We let you pick what you're going to get, usually, unless it's like a really big thing, like a barbell or a something that you're going to love anyway. But if it's something like small, soft items, we let you pick what you like, what you need, so that everybody gets use out of their prizes and it's not just something you're going to toss in the back of the garage. Okay.
Yeah, this is the Vice right here. And the last time we had a lot of prizes for people who have home gyms. Obviously, I have a bias. I mean, I've trained in the home gym for like 20 years. So I have a bias towards it, but we wanted something that people could use even if you train in a commercial gym. So this is a great way. If you have one of those buckle belts, you don't have a lever belt, you can tighten your belt. So we reached out to the Vice for that reason. And even the Bear Steel, the stack weight pin, you can take that with you to any gym. These are all things that you can throw in your bag and use. And the stuff from, I've used the liquid chalk from Team Merch. I'm not biasing you guys towards that. I'm just saying I've used it and it's a quality product. So that's the thing. Shout out again, like I said, Bear Steel Equipment, the Vice, and then Spud Inc. They've got so much stuff from multiple sports, CrossFit, Highland Games, and powerlifting. So please check them out.
Thank you. And if anybody wants to sponsor and donate some prizes, if anybody's listening to the live feed and wants to be a sponsor, we're always looking for sponsors for our events. If you can let us know in advance, we usually try to get our sponsors' logos on our team shirts or on our meet shirts. So that's kind of like a little perk for everybody. We get cool logos and we get cool sponsorships. For everybody who watches on the live stream, thank you. We appreciate you all. Reddit, you are amazing, and thank you for viewing our live feed as well. So to everybody who's a part of this, thank you. And we are going to reach out either by phone, by email, by something to, I'll be emailing everybody, but I know some of the other sponsors like to reach out some other way. So make sure you're looking at your emails that you registered with. And in the future, try to have your registration information consistent with everything, like your email that you're doing your weigh-ins in, your everything, so that we don't have any mix-ups when we reach out to contact you all. Okay. All right. Anything else, John, before we hop off? Okay. Does any competitors have anything to add?
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you for coming from all the way across the pond. We appreciate having you here and representing. All right. Bye, everyone.